Yeah.
So who would you say then is Michael Keaton your favorite Batman, or who would you say is your favorite Batman?
Yeah, I would think, from nostalgia reason, Michael Keaton would be my favorite.
Okay.
Um, a lot of people, what's his name? Christian Bale. People
Yeah.
like Christian Bale. To believe it or not, people don't believe me, but I didn't think Ben Affleck was that bad. But a lot of
So,
people didn't like the Spider-Man versus Superman. They didn't really like that
yeah,
whole Justice League. But when I heard about Ben Affleck being Batman, I was like, "No, come on, Bran,
yeah,
why?" And then I think he didn't do that bad. I think
yeah,
he didn't do that bad. But yeah, I think Michael Keaton was good.
yeah,
Like I got Val Kilmer wasn't bad. But George Clooney, no,
no.
no, I don't know. It was just changing too much. But I actually, even further back, like I said, I watched the 1989 Batman when I was younger, and then when I was like 6, 7, or 8, they replayed a lot of the 1966 Batman.
Oh,
And
with
my
Adam
dad
West.
my dad was like, "Yeah, that's the Batman that I know. The
Yeah.
pow, the wow." So I grew up watching that. I remember meeting Adam West at a he did it for some reason. Him and Nabisco and Adam West would tour the United States Targets and do autographs at Targets, back in the 90s. So and my sister worked at Target, and she's like, "You're not gonna believe who's coming tomorrow." And I was like, "Who?" She's like, "Adam West." I'm like, "Oh my god, I want his autograph." And, she hooked it up and made sure I was in line to get the autograph. Adam
Yeah.
West is my brother. So, yeah, Adam West. So that's why I have, the metallic Funko Pop 1966 Adam West and, what's his name? Robin, the Batman and the Robin, because that kinda also plays a part to Batman for me.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's I guess it's tough. A lot of people have who's your favorite Batman?
My favorite Batman is actually Ben Affleck, and
Oh,
there's
wow.
there's
Okay.
actually a reason for that. Like, as you read the comics, like, Batman is supposed to be a big, broad-shouldered dude. That's
Mhm.
partially what makes him so scary, is not only is he a shadow in the night, but he is intimidating as a physical being, and I thought out of all the people who've portrayed Batman, Ben Affleck filled that out really well. He's tall, he's big, he's broad-shouldered, like, he's just this behemoth of a man, so to speak, and like I think one of the most as bad as much as I'm not really a big fan of the Batman versus Superman movie, there was one scene at the beginning that is 100% Batman, and it's when that cop goes into that room where they find like all the people, and he goes upstairs, and there's one room where this guy is chained up to the heater, and he's sitting there, and he sees like he's been branded with the Batman symbol, and he's like he's got his little flashlight, and he's kind of shaking or whatever, and he hears something, and he looks up in the corner, and up in the corner of the room in the shadow, Batman's just sitting in the corner up on the roof, like holding himself up there, and then he starts to shoot, and he's like starts swinging through the ceiling. I'm like, that is so Batman. That's unreal. Like, and so I don't know. There are, to me, like, as like I know a lot of people love the Christian Bale movies, and there were some really good, cool things about them. But Batman builds his own stuff. He builds his own car. He builds his own gadgets. He doesn't just Wayne Tech doesn't just have them. He creates
Mhm.
them. And that's why I actually really loved the new Batman, not because of Robert Pattinson, but the Gotham felt like Gotham. It was dark. It was
Yes.
gritty. It was an Arkham City feel.